What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. A big congratulations to Candice Bassett and her husband Chris on the birth of their son, Jett Maxwell Lee Bassett, on October 3rd. So the R&B songstress and Real Housewives of Potomac alumnus, 34 years old, had a newborn baby at home after welcoming her first child with husband Chris Bassett, who's 46. People magazine got the exclusive, and as the new edition, they snapped the picture on Friday, November 8th. She says, he's just the cutest little thing. She says, Chris and I couldn't be happier. It's so cliche to say, but he's brought so much joy to our lives in ways I would have never been able to describe before. It's pure love. I just look at him and envision all the adventures we're going to have. Throughout my pregnancy, when I would talk to him in my stomach, I would say, I can't wait to see who you're going to be. And that's been the joy in my heart that's continued after his birth. It's exciting to think about. I'm so ready for a lifetime of being on the sidelines cheering him on. Jett's already set up for success thanks to his last name, which translates from Hebrew to excellence and abundance. The meaning of his name was really important to me. I mean, there were a lot of names that I liked that had meanings that I did not like. So that just automatically tossed them out. She says, but as soon as I read the meaning of his name, I was like, that's it. That's his name. The tiny tot has two middle names because Candace, in her words, she says, I'm extra. That's hilarious, Candace. To thine own self be true. One of them, Lee, comes from Candace's father's middle name. Naming him took longer than I thought, she explained. I have been throwing out names to Chris the entire pregnancy, and most of the ones I liked, he said, were Nepo babies. He said they sound like Nepo babies' names, which I don't know what that means, but I mean, I know he's talking about nepotism, but she must have been throwing out like Bartholomew or something because I don't know. I don't know too many Nepo baby sounding names, but okay. And then she was like, are you trying to kill my vibe? But Chris agreed with Jett. He's like, Jett's a cool name. He's going to be a cool kid, and we can call him JB. So Jett joins Owen, who's 22, Mateo, who's 14, and Naya, who's 10. Chris's three kids from two previous relationships. Though Candice has been a bonus mom to Chris's children over the 9 years she's been with the restaurateur, having a baby of her own was a decision she labored over, even after Chris and her tied the knot in August of 2018. Her reservations were well documented during her time on Real Housewives of Potomac. The former Miss United States admitting, among other things, that she was nervous about living up to the responsibilities of parenthood, but eventually Candice softened her fears and warmed to the idea, letting the cameras follow her as she went through a lengthy IVF process in season 7. Days after season 8 wrapped in April of 2024, people broke the news that Candice was stepping away from the Bravo show because she was pregnant. And a side note, I am so glad that she did because, after the whole thing with her and Monique and just the stress of fighting with almost everybody on the show, Candice has smoke for with Ashley. She had it for Giselle. She was just, reality TV. I feel like you have to have really thick skin, and she definitely did need that stress while she was carrying her baby. So I'm glad she did what was best for her and her child. Now that Jett's arrived, she's had a month of motherhood under her belt. The Drive Back singer finds herself looking at things in a totally different light, something that even surprises her. Oh, I wish I would have started sooner because I already want more, Candace shares with people. Now she already want more. And the baby's a month old. That's sweet, though. As a shocking feeling to admit because I hesitated and I was afraid and doubted myself for so long. All of those circumstances around becoming a mom, like being pregnant, raising a child, it really scared me, but it's been everything and more. I love it. Well, she's still in her 30s, so I mean, what? No, she went through IVF. So, I mean, I guess if she's willing to go through that process again, or I think they said what, you're more fertile or you're most fertile like right after you give birth or something like that. I don't know, but maybe she can conceive without IVF again if her and Chris want to have more kids. That would be wonderful. I wish I wouldn't have. Wait. Okay, yeah. She says, I also don't regret that this is where I am now and the things that worked out the way that they did. In a way, that's comforting to recognize that I don't regret it. Like I've really welcomed every part of this journey with open arms as it has happened. The journey has been going a little too fast for Candice, though. She says, what's that saying? The days are long and the years are short. Yes. A side note, I say that to myself all the time. Absolutely. I'm feeling that way because I feel like he's so big already. Candace, Candace cracks me up. Not the baby's big in 1 month. When he was born, he was 5 pounds and 11 ounces. He wasn't even a big baby. I was 7 pounds, 13 ounces. So that's not, I feel like that's average. But he's on the smaller side, 5 pounds. Well, his mom is small. 5 pounds, 11 ounces. That's pretty healthy. He was just this tiny little thing, and I was afraid to break because he was so tiny. As of Thursday, November 7th, he was already up to 8 pounds. Oh, good. That means he's growing well, has a good appetite. He's thriving and growing. I mean, he's just starting to be this big loaf of bread. Not a big loaf of bread, Candace. She is hilarious. I kind of do miss her on the show. Maybe I feel like if she can find time in her schedule to squeeze in like a podcast or something. Because Candace, I love her personality. She cracks me up. He's just getting all these rolls under his neck, rolls on his leg, rolls on his tummy. I can't believe how big he is. Another thing Candace can't believe is just how much Jett looks like her. They say the baby comes out looking like the dad because it helps with the bonding process since the dad can't carry the baby, but he looks just like me. I was not expecting that. He has this cute little grin, and the hair on his head is thriving. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with it because it's like 3 different textures. It's curly when it's dry, wavy when it's wet. It's all over the place. Right now, it's just sitting on his head. Chris is always like, oh, look, his little goose hairs. Chris. Oh my goodness. Y'all better just put some water on that baby's hair and brush it and call it a day. Jett may look like Candice, but he acts like Chris. They are cracking me up. They're doing the most. This baby is 4 weeks old, 1 month. Lord, now he acts like Chris at a month old. I will say that his disposition is very calm. Oh, that's good. He definitely takes after his dad in that regard. He sleeps well at night, and when he's awake, he's super cool. He just chills. He hangs out. And he's super smiley and he loves to laugh, except when he gets all fussy. And then I'm like, well, now why are you turning up right now? Are you hungry? You want this pacifier? Like, sir, you need to tell me. As you can see, he's very spoiled. She says, so far, he's just all about eating and sleeping and pooping. So the personality is still forming, but he loves to be held and rocked to sleep. Just then, Candice stops and directs her attention to Jett, who is in her arms as she speaks. You are drooling all over my Gucci. That sounds just like Candice. Oh my goodness, she says, you need to please get yourself together. Only Candice will wear Gucci while she's trying to feed a newborn. That's hilarious. She says, yeah, we're going to have fun together. Can't you tell? She laughs. That is so cute. I am so happy for her and Chris. It sounds like, the baby's needs are being met, right? Which is why he's so super chill and drooling on her Gucci. But so the fact that he has a very chill personality, because I used to work at this gym and this lady would bring her kids to the gym and these were babies. She owned a spa, right? And I would feel bad because the one girl, my roommate, she said that, when the spa owner would take her twins. They were twins, and they were young. They were like babies. But when she would take them home, she said that sometimes, she wouldn't like care for the babies, so they would just like scream, 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 and then they would eventually learn to self-soothe. Um, but you know, which is again a survival tactic. But I'm glad to hear that Candice is very well attending to her baby Jett's needs, so the baby doesn't need to do that. But the fact that she said that the baby is drooling on um, her Gucci is hilarious. That's like classic Candice. So I am really happy for her and Chris. And the fact that she wants more, tells me that she didn't have, hopefully, she had like, I'm hoping that she had like a smooth pregnancy and it wasn't too horrific. So yeah, hopefully she's healing well and, you know, maybe they can have more babies in the future if that's what they want. But yeah, congratulations, Chris and Candice. I wish her and baby Jett and Chris all the best. You guys drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I'll link the article so you can see more pictures. She doesn't show the baby's face. I was going through all the pictures and I was like, where's the baby's face? I want to see the cheeks and the little nose. Um, but maybe we'll get some pictures in the near future. Anyway, drop down in the comments, you guys. Let me know your thoughts. I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.